Will injury keep Jamaica's Oblique Seville off the 100-meter podium once again? And Jamaica has a new ambassador in town. Plus, OMAR McLeod seems to be making a comeback. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, are you ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, the former world and Olympic champion in the men's 110 meters hurdles, Jamaica's most successful male hurdler, OMAR McLeod, seems to be getting back into form. At the recently held Savona International Meet 2025, the hurdler in the men's 110 meters hurdles walked away with a second place run and a new season's best of 13.25 seconds.
C'è un ottimo avvio di MCLEODS che adesso viene attaccato da Lollo Simonelli ed è Lollo Simonelli.
A question I want to ask all of you Royals: do you think OMAR McLeod will ever get back into that top shape in the men's 110 meters hurdles that he was? And if you do, when?
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
At the ongoing Zagreb Diamond League, Jamaica's Lamar Distin walked away with a second place jump of 1.93 meters. The winner in the women's high jump event was Angelina Topic with a jump of 1.94 meters. Now, at the Zagreb meeting conference, Lamar Distin shared something that I thought was really interesting. First, she spoke about her confidence in herself, which was really important. One of the things I really like about this young athlete, as well as she made a very bold statement about the state of Jamaica's track and field. Take a listen.
Honestly, there is no limit for me. I know what I'm capable of doing, so it's just for me to go there, have fun, enjoy the environment, and just see what I can do, because I know there's a lot more in the tank. I just have to get that approach right, and once I know that the approach is locked in, I'll be fine. With no field events is now coming up in Jamaica. As we know, Jamaica is known for the sprint factory, so but now there's a lot of field events that's been doing great in Jamaica, so I feel like it's more of both now. So we're both a field and a sprint factory, I would say.
So, do you agree with what Queen Lamar Distin said? Is Jamaica now both a track and field, a track factory, as well as a field factory? Let me know in the comments. Do you agree? Now, tomorrow the Zagreb meeting continues, and several Jamaicans will be in action. The only Jamaican in action today was, of course, Lamar Distin, who, as I said, took second in the women's high jump. Tomorrow, we need to look out, you need to look out for these Jamaican athletes. In the women's triple jump, Jamaica's Akeelia Smith will be competing, as well as in the men's long jump, Wayne Pinnock will be there representing the island of Jamaica. Adele Tracy will also be competing on behalf of the island in the women's 1500 meters. And the gentleman we spoke about earlier in this video, OMAR McLeod, will be competing in the men's 110 meters hurdles. Now, of note, she's not Jamaican. She's from St. Lucia, but she is a Jamaican sister because, of course, you know, she went to high school here and trained here. Julian Alfred will also be competing at tomorrow's meet. Keep it locked here to Peter Lloyd World, and of course, we will bring you the roundup and highlights. Munjinga Kambunji is Switzerland's fastest woman over the 100 and 200 meters. And of course, the former 200-meter world champion. Well, she has great news that she has released to the world. Switzerland's best in the 100 and 200 meters says, "Season's over for the most beautiful reason. I'm incredibly happy to share that our little miracle is on the way. I'm so grateful for this new adventure and already looking forward to returning to the track in 2026. Big thanks to my team, partners, and everyone who's part of the journey." In case you have not yet figured it out, Munjika Kambunji is pregnant with her very first child, and we are super happy she released these really cute pictures. So congratulations to you and your partner Munjinga Kambunji. Looking forward to that bundle of joy. I know you're going to be an incredible parent. Also in the news, and I'm kind of surprised by this, personally speaking, of people, because I thought we would have done this a long time ago. So we got this from World Music News. 8-time Olympic gold medalist Usain Bolt and world's fastest man has been appointed the official global tourism ambassador for Jamaica. The announcement was made on May the 21st at the Devon House during a special 70th anniversary cocktail reception hosted by the Jamaica Tourist Board, the JTB. The appointment was formally delivered by Director of Tourism Donovan White and Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartley, who praised Bolt's continued commitment to promoting Jamaica's culture, people, and global appeal. Bolt, who has consistently used his platform to champion Jamaican music, food, and lifestyle, will now officially represent the island in global campaign and promotional initiatives starting as early as August.
Our, and I say our meaning Jamaica'S, Global Tourism Ambassador, and will feature almost, we'll find him a good cast to work with him, but feature almost exclusively in our next fully integrated global campaign, set to be launched in August of this year.
Big up yourself, Mr. Ambassador Usain Bolt. Big up yourself, my boss. Now, for the reason you clicked on the video. Will injury once again keep one of Jamaica's fastest in the men's 100 meters, the remarkable Oblique Seville, off the 100 meters podium in the finals at this year's World Championship, as it did last year at the Paris Olympic Games? The last time we saw Oblique Seville race, it was at the Atlanta City Games. And if you remember, he got injured during that race.
Goes in lane 5, his best 10:12. Lane 4, second to left is empty. That was meant to be Arian Knighton. Going best, I think, at the moment is Oblique Seville. He's a 10:08 man this year. Oh, and he eases up there. And I think maybe was feeling something, very hard to tell where, but Oblique Seville had the lead until about 70 meters, and then I think was just easing up over the last 30 and might have been beaten.
Now, this is not the first time we have seen Oblique Seville injured. And at the Grand Slam, I think this might have been in the one in Florida, he did this interview where he revealed something that I was not personally aware of. Now, I knew he had a groin injury, but were you aware that Oblique Seville has had a toe injury since his days at Calabar High School? Take a listen.
If I don't have any issues with my toe, definitely I can take it on, but because of my toe, I have to be mindful at times when and where I run the 200 high school days.
And then, of course, you remembered in the finals at the Paris Olympic Games last year, we were confident we would have walked away with 2 medals, and I'm pretty sure we would have. But during that final race, the fastest recorded 100-meter finals, I believe, in history in terms of all the racers, he ran 9.91, ran last, but this was due to injury. Remember this interview right after his run at the Paris Olympic Games?
Amazing, Kishan. Congratulations. All the best moving forward. Oblique, also a finalist again at another major global championship. Talk me through your execution, and you ran 9.91 in the final.
Well, I don't know what to say because I'm a bit emotional right now because I can't say I could have done better, but during in the middle of the race, I felt my grind, so I couldn't do nothing about it. I have to just keep my composure and go and pull through.
You ran very well in the semi-final as well. Heading into the final, what was the thought process? What was the approach like?
Well, my thought process was I was very confident knowing that I could medal, but unfortunately, the same injury that I went to Dr. Muller for is the same one occur right now. So I don't know what to say because I know that I could have done better, but the injury just stepped in at the wrong time.
I know you're still processing that. Jamaica is on the medal table through your compatriot Kishane. I saw him come across and, offer.
Now this, of course, is my 2 cents. Oblique Seville is one of the fastest men in the world as we speak. He's now ranked at number 8 in the world. To say that Oblique Seville has demonstrated the capacity to be on that podium at both at the Olympic Games level as well as the World Championships Games is an understatement. Now, Jamaicans have generally switched their focus to Kishane Thompson, but many still understand how remarkably talented Oblique Seville is. But in the last 2 years, he has had a repeat issue of injuries. At the beginning of the 2024 season, he was injured, and as he just stated, during his final race at the Paris Olympic Games, because he was definitely slated to medal based on his performance over there in Paris, right up until the finals, he said he was injured. Now, we have seen another injury issue this year. Now, to cement the fact that he's injured, Grand Slam Track just released several athletes who will not be participating in their next Grand Slam Track event. Many of them due to injury, the exception being Fred Curley, who is dealing with those legal proceedings. You remember, he did have a brush with the law, so to speak, so he will be dealing with that. And on that list is Jamaica's Oblique Seville. Seville is an incredible talent. I don't even think I need to make that point. Speed, we've seen him dominate and beat Noah Lyles at least once in a very convincing fashion, right at the Racers Grand Prix last year. And what shocked me personally is that maybe many of you knew this because, on a track and field, connoisseurs, experts, but I didn't know he had a toe injury since his days at Calabar High School. I had no clue. I did not know. And he basically said that that's one of the reasons why he doesn't really run the 200 meters. And he's been progressing very well this year. He ran a personal best in the 200 meters at the Grand Slam track. And we've seen this 100 meters picking up bit by bit. And now, injury. And it was obvious in Atlanta that there was an issue. It was very, very obvious. You heard the announcer say it. So, will this injury issue once again keep him off the podium? Now, I'm not saying that there are not other reasons for him to be off the podium. There's some really exceptional talents out there. There's Kenny Benerick, who has beaten him twice in the 100 and 200 meters. Earlier, of course, this year at the Grand Slam track. There is Noah Lyles, who cannot be underestimated. Of course, there's his stablemate, the remarkable Kishane Thompson. And others, just as Zarnell Hughes seems to be rounding back into form. There are several great athletes out there. But what I'm saying is, let's do the Tibogo and others. But what I'm saying is, with his consistency and the fact that he seemed to have been rounding back into form again, what can be done to fix this ongoing problem? Because it has now become an ongoing problem. First of all, like I said, I didn't know that he has had injury issues with his toe since high school. That's pretty serious. And then a groin injury last year, which we know took him out in the finals of the men's 100 meters at the Paris Olympic Games. Now, I am hoping that the headline that I placed here, which is "Will injury keep Jamaica's Oblique Seville out of the podium, the men's 100 meters at the World Championships," is completely incorrect, and I am proven absolutely wrong. Because honestly, that is what I'd like. I still believe our best hope of medaling, walking away with 2 medals at this year's World Championships, lies in Kishane Thompson, a healthy Kishane Thompson, and a healthy Oblique Seville. But I'm going to go back to the question I keep asking about the Jamaican track stars. Why are so many of them riddled with serious injuries? What are we doing wrong? We must be doing something wrong. Now, I'm not saying, I've been told by athletes that almost every athlete has some niggle. But when a niggle becomes a nuggle, meaning something serious, then you have a problem. I am only hoping that whatever the issue is, whether it is groin, is toe, meaning oblique Seville, they will be able to get it together, have him feeling better and healed so he can get through at the national championships and get to that podium at the Paris Olympic Games. Because people, the young man, him deserve it. He deserves it. He has finished 4th twice at World Championships, finished 8th with a groin injury at the Paris Olympic Games. If anyone deserves a medal, it's this young man. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, keep it locked here to Peter Lloyd World. Of course, we'll be covering Zagreb as well as the Rabat Diamond League this weekend and much more. Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at printify.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, don't forget to consider joining our channel membership. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings, and queens. Bless us.